Okay, so hi. So the movies, the dog movies. There's a couple of dog movies. And of course, dog is spelled backwards is God, which again, of course, y'all already know that. This is 2024. We know things about words spelling backwards, and that dog spelled backwards is God, and God spelled forwards is dog. Okay. Everybody knowing that. Okay, check mark. Great. So, there's a couple of dog movies that came to mind when I don't know, just was just coming to me. So I'm like, okay, let me just talk about it. A dog movie, or dogs movie is, and I notice is a similarity in all of them. The movie Beethoven, and I'm just talking about the first movie Beethoven. Of course, there's like plenty of Beethoven movies, two, three, four, five, six, whatever. But I'm just referring to the first Beethoven movie about a dog. And the movie Benji is about a dog. And the movie Clifford, the big red dog. Now, interesting. Clifford the big red dog movie and Benji, the same little girl, the main character, the little girl, she plays in both movies. So I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And Beethoven, you know, okay, about the dog. So basically, just think about the beginning of these movies. If you haven't seen the movies, I don't know, YouTube maybe have beginning clips of the movies. I don't know, but just I'm letting you know what it is right now. But of course, do your own research. Go watch the movie yourself, or go look at the beginning parts of the movie. Okay. So basically, the beginning of, let's say, Clifford, the big red, that why is that a tongue twister? The big red dog, the movie Clifford. He was in a garage with his family. So I'm assuming his mom, because all these movies it was a one dog, and I'm assuming that's the mother, the big dog. The dad, I guess how dogs do. They get females pregnant and they go and the mom take care of the babies. Hey, the dogs, the men, whatever. But so in the movie The Big Red Dog, Clifford, the big red dog, in the beginning, he was in a garage with his mom and his siblings. They was in a garage and forever how long, I don't know. But a human came in, opened the garage, and took them. Clifford, well, his name wasn't Clifford at the time, but Clifford was like underneath like a blanket kind of a sort of thing, like one of them cloths. Basically, he was hidden. He was hidden, not purposely, but he was just like hidden. So when the people came in to take the dogs, they didn't even see Clifford. Like they thought they got all the dogs, his mom and everything out, but Clifford was still in the garage. So the men, the veterinarians or whoever, the people, they just took the mom and her rest of her babies, Clifford siblings, brothers and sisters. Clifford, again, that wasn't his name at the time, but Clifford stayed behind. He was removed from his family. He was separated from his family. So that's the beginning part of the movie, Clifford the Big Red Dog. And of course, we know he got out, he grew big, he big ass dog, red dog, yada yada yada. And he helped the community, and people loved him. And his caretaker Emily loved him so much that he grew. He was a special kind of a dog, and even the man who gave Clifford to the little girl, he was like a unique kind of guy. It's like. But anyways, Clifford was special. Okay. Yeah. So go on to the next movie. Benji. Benji. Again, the same little girl that played in Clifford, the big red dog, is the same girl, main character that played in Benji. I gotta look her name up because her name might be significant. But her and she played in that Santa Claus movie too. And she always have like older brothers. That Santa Claus movie, the Santa Claus Chronicles with Bruce. No, not his. That's not his name. With I know Golding. Golding. Golden. Anyway, it's a Santa Claus movie. Okay, I want to say Bruce Willis, but that's not his name. But anyways, what movie I'm on now? Yeah, Benji. So the beginning of Benji, it's a dog movie. The beginning of Benji, he and his family, his mom, his siblings, brothers and sisters, they were in, yeah, I think it was like a garage too. You know, it was like nighttime. All this happened at night. Clifford, the big red dog, and Benji family got taken at nighttime. It wasn't daytime, it was nighttime. So Benji in the same position. He was off in a cut somewhere, hidden, whatever. So the humans came and took his mom and his siblings away. So Benji, you know, started running after the truck. So his mom seen him, and they did the little whimpering sound. And of course, they babies. I'm talking about Clifford was a baby, and Benji was a baby. So especially Benji, like seeing his mom like just leaving from him like in the back of a truck, and the mom seeing her child running towards her and she couldn't do nothing. It's like her baby, and then yet she got all these other babies that she's like, okay, I got, I don't know, 6 or 7 other kids, that's with me, but I see one that's left behind. But oh my goodness, the only thing that I'm quite sure the mom could do was just like, I don't know, just like, who, look after my child, like, please protect my child, protect my baby. And I think all these was males. Yeah, these dogs was males. So yeah. So in the movie Benji, the purpose. The purpose with these dogs, like they had a greater purpose. That's why they was separated from their family. Okay. So Benji actually helped rescue the girl and her brother from some bad guys who, man, that movie was but the movie Benji, okay, go watch that one. So basically, Benji found the home. He was a stray dog and he found the home. Clifford, the big red dog, a magical man found him, and whatever. And he grew up to be big and humongous or whatever because of the love from the girl. And the next movie I'm talking about, well, has like a connection, is dang it, I wrote it down. What is it? Beethoven, Benji, Beethoven? Was I talking about Beethoven? No, Beethoven. Okay, Beethoven is the next movie, the final movie. And of course, there's probably plenty of other movies that got dogs in them, but Beethoven is the next one. So Beethoven, was that the same? Yeah, Beethoven did the same thing. Yeah, his parents, his mom. No, Beethoven was no. Which one was running after their parents? After the mom. I think both of the movies. Beethoven, yes, he was taken basically from his mom and his siblings. Okay, he was separated. Y'all already know, like Beethoven, they put him in a pet store. Then like some other men robbed the pet store. They wanted to do some kind of a test, and then Beethoven escaped and then was wandering around and went inside of a house. I'm just like, wow, what are the odds of that? So the little girl, well, what was the little girl in the movie name? Emily? Wow. Was it Emily? The little girl named Beethoven. But anyway, she was like, Beethoven crawled up underneath of her, and she was like, ooh, I dreamt of a puppy, and look, here go a puppy. So that little girl knew. And also the mother in Beethoven, like, it's like hidden messages in these movies, y'all. Because the mother, the part where the mom, they was sitting down at the table, and the dad, it was like a picnic kind of a thing. And the man and the wife, wanted the dad to sign a contract deal for their company, but they, and the contract was like some underhanded kind of a stuff or whatever that basically would leave the dad and his family like broke. The dad had his own company, something with noses and scents and whatever. So the husband and the wife presented him a deal and was like, yeah, you sign our contract, we'll make you rich and more richer and yada yada yada. So the dude was like, okay, yeah, come over to my house for picnic and whatever, whatever. So they came over. They ain't had no kids of their own. So the mom and the kids, they knew like something wasn't right. Especially the mother. The mother was like, "Honey, don't you want to just look over the contract before you just sign it?" So the people kept trying to interrupt the mom from coming to the table. The wife, I should say, coming to the table to the husband. Her intuition was like, no, these people, they look a little shady, like, no. Even the kids was like, these people is a bit weird. And Beethoven even knew too. But the thing is, Beethoven heard them, the man and the wife who want the dad to sign a contract, heard them talking and saying like, yeah, once he sign it, we'll take everything from him. He don't even know what's in the fine print, and he don't even know we're going to take over his company, and he going to be working for us. Like some kind of a bad deal. So Beethoven was like, you know what? I'm trying to make sure this dad don't sign this contract neither, because this is my family. Like, this affects me as well. So, anyways, go watch the movies. Beethoven, the first one, Benji, and Clifford the Big Red Dog. And again, in the beginning of all the movies, the dog was separated from the family, from his mom, and all of them was males. So they were separated from the mother and the siblings. So they became onto their own path. And I know a lot of people be saying separation for elevation. And that's basically what happened. These dogs had bigger purposes in life. Who knows what happened to their siblings and to their mom? Just hope the best for them and whatever. But having them been separated from the mom and their siblings, we know about their story. They got their own movie freaking titles, like Beethoven. That's his movie. Like the movie is about him. Clifford, the big red dog, him being separated from his family, he got his own movie, own title of the movie, his purpose. Like that movie is about him. Like his name is the title of the movie. Benji, Benji has his own movie. Like that story, the movie is about him. So I'm like, y'all need to have your own movie titles out there, and it's okay to be separated from your family. Don't be afraid to step out on faith. Hopefully nobody is being taken from their family. I experienced that. Not me, my children, but I'm not saying, hey, people go out and separate people from families. I'm just saying, as an adult, it's okay if you want to separate yourself, excuse me, from your family, your so-called family, because a lot of people was talking about, yeah, my soul tribe, and I was the black sheep of the family. Yeah, you have a purpose. Hey, I can put my hand up to that too. I have experienced that. I am experiencing that, you know, and I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. Step out on faith. Like go with what you know. Go with what you believe, what you know, what you feel, what you see. Like know what's in your heart. Like go towards that. Like you have your own story. You'll have your own book. Like come on now. And speaking of which, like this is a movie now. Like everything is being played out. Everything is being watched. The movie The Never Ending Story, how the little boy was reading a book and he was actually in the book like at the end, but he was reading the whole story of how his part in the movie, which came in at the end, but he's reading it all the way up till then. And then he's just like in like at the end when a character like he see his name, or just even in the middle of the movie when like start thunderstorming, and like in the book it says, yeah, it was thunderstorming something, and he was just like, they ain't talking about me. It was like something weird, but then he just kept reading on. But then at the end, the princess in the movie was like, say my name. So he was like, you can't be talking about me. Like, I'm not in this book. Like, I'm reading a book now. How am I in the book when I'm reading a book now? Like, no, 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 nope. Something is weird. Something is going on. This isn't. He ain't talking about me. But he went back to the book and read the next line. Mind you, all these words is already written. It's not like lines is appearing right before his eyes. It's like already written. So he's reading. He's like, oh my goodness. I like, how is that possible? So I'm telling y'all now, let me guess, it's just the movie. That's impossible, right? Anything is possible. Anything is possible. So, yeah, I'm telling y'all now, like everything is being watched. Like somebody is reading what you are doing now. We are, everybody know that this is a stage. So y'all pick y'all parts, y'all characters y'all wanted to play. Some of y'all stole people characters, like rehearse other people lines when it's like, wait a minute, you only supposed to have that strip, but you think you can play it better than this person and you decide to do that, and then somebody else was like, ooh, an empty spot, like, let me play that character since the original character don't want to play that character. Let me play that character, and then everybody just started trying to be other people. It was just like, no, I want to be this, I want to be that. Well, such and such change, can I change? It's like, no, people. That's why this freaking play, screen, whatever is all effed up now because y'all playing parts that's not even was assigned to y'all or that you picked in the first place. Like, believe me, everybody done pick. I'm going all over the place with this thing, but everybody picked y'all own parts. Like, it wasn't like somebody handed y'all parts. Y'all read what y'all supposed to be doing and y'all signed off on it. But then when we get here and y'all start seeing what comes with your part and what other people are doing and how fast people got this and how slow people got that, and how you realize, like, wait a minute, such and such came in with me and they already this far. Like, man, I don't want this part. Can I start over? Can I do that? And then that's when people trying to swap things and, underhandedly. And it's like, if you don't stick to your own part, like, you the one who picked it. You the one who picked it. Like, damn, stop trying to be somebody that you're not. Getting people all confused and like thinking people can just switch their parts. With, again, that's what's happening now. So that's why it's all this chaotic mess and unorganized. But yeah, that the director. Well, I just hear this and I see it. Oh my goodness! Why is just saying like, that's like a whip. I just saying like a direct, like a hand with the whip, like it's whipping people into their spot, like like coming from the clouds. Like, get your ass back in line. Take your part. We ain't doing no stand-ins. Oh, here go my daughter. Yes, Eleanor. Open. What would you like? Ooh, I like it. Oh, you want a snack? Okay. Um, I'll be back. I'm not going to I just, um, y'all can look at my coffee cup. Oh, y'all probably can't even see my coffee cup. But, yeah. Okay, let me. I gotta heat this coffee up. Okay, okay, okay. So, oh my goodness, wait, let me get myself adjusted. Okay, so put some more Vaseline on these eczema hands. And real quick, with my hands, like I said this before, and I'm keep saying it over again. I just developed having hand eczema almost 2 years ago. It came out of the blue, hand eczema. So I'm like, what in the world? How did I get hand eczema? So just recently, I started thinking about a post that I made like years ago. It's a picture of Moses. It's a cartoon picture of Moses, and he was talking to the burning bush. I think that was Moses. Whoever was talking to a burning bush, and then in a cartoon picture, his hands was like a bit on fire. Like his hands was like disoriented, like had some kind of a thing on it. I don't know. So I'm thinking like, since that came to me like a few weeks ago. So I'm like something with my hands, because like I said, this hand eczema developed out the blue. Like, and how old am I? I'm past. Well, I was born in 1982. Okay, so whatever how old I am, this time is how old I am right now. But I'm like, how did I get hand eczema? So what, like I said, it just coming to me that it's something probably dealing with Moses talking to the burning bush and like getting awakening, enlightenment, whatever the burning bush said to him. And I'm just like, man, the stuff that I be getting, the downloads, the uploads, the this and that, the dreams, the visions. So I'm like, my hands got to be some kind of significant for me to be having hand eczema. And I tell you this, it feels so good. But the people who got eczema, the people who have had eczema longer than what I had it and currently have it or have eczema all over their bodies for years, like tops off to you. Is that the word? Hats off to you. Because I'm like, with me having it on my hands, it feels so good when I put some hot water on it. And of course, it stops the itching. And you don't supposed to do that. You don't supposed to put hot water on your hands. But it feels so freaking good with the tingle through my body. And I be telling myself, Demetra, when your hands start itching, just pat it. Just, don't do it. Add some more Vaseline to it. Moisturize it some more. But I'm like, I need to put hot water on it. I need to put hot water on there. And that hot water makes it feels good. But it's like burning like I'm getting a whole new skin. Like I don't even have like, do I even got fingerprints anymore? Like my hand looks better than 5 minutes later. It just look like it's not even healing. But I know as far as putting hot water in my hand, that's kind of like fire. So then I'm thinking going back to that picture, it's on my Instagram. I might even post it on my community page. Mind you, I posted this cartoon picture, this illustration years ago. Years ago. So just trying to remember how exactly was, I believe Moses' hand, whoever was talking to the burning bush, in the cartoon picture, his hand was like, wasn't on fire, but it was like a different, like it's been burnt. I don't know. And that's how my hands be feeling. Like when I put it in that hot water, fire, hot water, it feels good. It's a tingling over my body, and I'm just like, after I do that, let me hurry put some Vaseline on, but it's giving me a new skin. Like my layer, my top layer of my skin is like burning off, and the hot water feels so good, but I don't even, I realize that I'm burning my skin off, which is not a good thing. You don't supposed to purposely burn your skin, whatever. But I'm like, it feels so good. So now I'm getting like new layers of skin. Like, man, if the people who got this, y'all know what I'm talking about. Look, all on my palms, like, and it was like in between my fingers, all of this. I'm like, oh, I'm not used to this. I mean, I am because it's been like 2 years, but I'm like, oi, 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 oi. So, hand eczema could be something significant to somebody. I know it's significant to me. So, yeah, and all up on my wrist, you know. Oh, and another thing with my wrist, you know, it feels good with the water going on my wrist too. But I be thinking when I be putting my hand in the water, I be like, I think somebody want me to like, like get something sharp and like, because I'm probably talking too much or speaking the truth, and it's like, oh, we gotta, have her take her own self out, yada yada yada. But I'm like, yes, it is irritating, with my seeing my hands like this. But me putting my wrist underneath the hot water, yes, it feels good. And I'm not going to whatever y'all was trying to do. I mean, I'm just saying, whoever thought of this or planning it or planted, I don't know, like, oh, let's F up her hands, or let's make her, every time she puts her wrist in the water, let's get her to think to get something sharp and just do something to her wrist. Like, no, that's not going to happen. Now, I'm not saying that's what a group of y'all did or doing, or I'm not saying that. And I'm not saying that y'all didn't, but I'm just saying it's not going to happen. Okay. So, moving forward off of my hand eczema. So, yes, I know my hands look effed up. It's looking way better than what it was a couple of years ago. And my arms, I mean, they still not 100%. But, baby, how they was looking, how they was looking like a year ago, man, I'm like, I, oof, man. Okay, so moving on. Yeah, I think I'm gonna post that picture on my community post. Yeah, it's on my Instagram though, like years ago. So, anyways, getting back to what I was talking about. What time is it? 2, 3, 4, 72%. Okay, yeah. So, what was I talking about? Okay, yeah, the dogs being separated. So basically, I'm just saying that it's okay to be separated from your birth family because you have your own story to live. You have your own story that is already written, that you just have to, I guess, sign it so it can be published. I don't know. That's what I just, that's what I just heard. So, yeah, and then it's like this is like a book and a movie, but mind you, it's different chapters in a book. Well, not all books, but most books, it's different chapters and different titles. So just imagine your your story inside of this big ass book. Now the book is big, but when you see it, it's going to be like something that you can hold. But when you open it, you're going to be like, wow, everybody's name is in here, or everybody's story in this book that's about this size. And it's like, yeah, it's going to be like a magical book. Y'all seen it in movies. Y'all know what I'm talking about. When something look smaller from the outside, but then when you go inside of it, it's like, damn, like this, just a big square footage compared to what it looks on the outside. So, yeah, and also the movie Teen Witch is coming to me. Teen Witch and what other Sabrina? The teenage Sabrina the teenage witch. Well, some movie is coming to me where gifts happen. The vampire is some show on I think Disney Channel or on Netflix about a teenage vampire. She just realized she was a vampire. Teenage wolf. Teenage wolf. Yeah, with what's that guy name? He played on Back to the Future. Michael J. Fox. Yeah, Teenage Wolf. When it's something around birthdays. Oh my goodness. Okay. It's something around birthdays or whatever when somebody have a birthday at a certain age and then their powers happen, like they powers enhance or they powers come to them or just something. And mind you, these people besides the wolf guy, because his dad was a wolf and his dad knew that his son was going to be a wolf, but just kept that from him. But besides that movie, the wishes part, like say, getting back to the teenage witch, that's a good movie. I actually have the DVD. The girl with the red hair, that was like one of my favorite movies. And I remember the part when her friend was rapping with her crush, the boy that she had a crush on. They was rapping, top that, top that, something, 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 something. If you're trying to top that, top that. If we, no, 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 no. I don't know the words, but yeah, ooh, I might post that singing up too. But anyways, that movie, she went inside of a fortune teller. Oh, tarot readings, tarot. Oh, wait, let me write that down because I can talk about something about tarot. Tarot. Okay, this might be on this live or might be on another live because I'm already at 30 something minutes. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about tarot on the next live. Like once I end this, probably let my phone charge and come back at what time is it? Come back probably in about 20 minutes and make that video no longer than 10. I don't know. But anyways, okay, tarot, I wrote it down. Okay, so in the movie The Teenage Witch, the girl with the red hair, like that was one of my favorite movies. She something happened, she was an unpopular girl and this and that. Oh my goodness. And then the black necklace. You guys, I'm sorry, I be cutting myself off because I'm remembering some stuff. The black necklace in the movie. Was it a black necklace? But listen, I have years ago, I don't know where is it at, like again it might come to me, but years ago, I took family pictures with four of my sons. I only had four sons at the time. My youngest son, he wasn't even 1 year old yet. And I bought this black necklace. It was a sun. It was basically the black sun. It was a black sun, necklace. So the sun, the black pearl or whatever it was inside, it was black, but then it had the outline of the sun. So I just call it the black sun. And I'm holding my younger son on my lap, in the photos. I might post that picture too, probably. Yeah, I'm gonna post that picture too. With the teenage witch, so referencing that. But anyways, looking back at it, I'm just like, oh my goodness, the black sun with my son. Oh man, black old sun, won't you come and wash away the rain? Okay, so what was I talking about? Yeah, the teenage witch. So basically, it was around her birthday. Something happened. She wasn't popular. But getting back to the necklace, the reason I brought up the necklace is, she was in theater. Oh my goodness, I was just talking about movies and strips and stuff like that. Oh, wow. But she was in a play, a theater play. I don't even think she had a part, or I don't know, but she was close to the theatrical teacher. Okay, it's this older lady or whatever. Real friends, real cool with her, or whatever at the school. So the teenage girl, what was her freaking name? But anyway, she was going through like the costume box or whatever. So she found the necklace. She was like, "Oh, this is a pretty necklace," or either the teacher found it or something. But the teacher was like, "I haven't seen that before," So the teacher was like, "Well, you can have it. I don't remember this ever being in my costume thing, and you can have it if you want." So she was like, "Oh, cool. It do look nice," and it was a black necklace, like a pearl black necklace, if I believe if I remember correctly. So, anyways, the girl, teenage girl, she wore the necklace. It was hers. Tisha just gave it to her because she was like, "I don't know where that came from. You can have it." Cool. So the teenage girl went to the tarot reader. It was a short little lady who played on Poker Geist. The Poker Geist came out in 1982. The Poker Guys. That's the year I was born, 1982. And what was the mother name? Diane, Diana. That's my mother's name. That's my middle name. Diane was the mother's name. And Caroline, well, Caroline's like a Diane, but anyways, the little lady in the Poker Guys is the same little tarot reader in the Teenage Witch. Okay, wow, look at the freaking connections. And Poker Guys came out in 1982, the year I was born. Man, and not on Spurring and stuff like that too. Oh my goodness, I'm going my mind because I'm thinking about so much stuff that happened to me, but I'm going to be going off a freaking topic. Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay, like, do I want to finish what I'm Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, Demetra, like, y'all guys, you gotta keep it together. I know so much stuff I want to say at the same time. Oh my goodness, it was around my birthday. Oh my goodness, you guys, something is happening. August 4th, you guys, August 4th. When I say, oh my goodness, I'm about to, I feel like I'm about to cry. I don't know, I'm getting like excited because it's like, oh my goodness, and this happened around my birthday. Okay, so, Demetra, what in the world? See what y'all doing to me? Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all probably like, what in the world is wrong with her? You guys, like, something happened to me around my birthday in the Poker Guys movie. And I kid you freaking not, this really happened. It was on my birthday, actually. This was like before I was pregnant with my daughter. She's 3. It just happened 5 years ago. I don't know. I'm going to just say 5 years for now. And I was staying over my mother's house in Waldorf, Maryland, Charles County, Waldorf, Maryland, on Lucy Drive. Okay. And it was my birthday. And so my sister, her boyfriend at the time, I don't even know what they was, but he was outside smoking. I would smoke at the time, that time too, marijuana, weed, all that. Cigarettes. I don't smoke cigarettes no more, but the marijuana, I haven't did that in a couple of months. It's like, what? Like, I don't, now when I, okay, stay on what I'm about to say. You just say what I'm about to say, okay? So, it was nighttime. So I'm like, about to go outside and go smoke too. So he handed me, and this is nothing like we normally, I ain't gonna say we normally, but we had smoked together beforehand. Not a lot, but if we outside talking, she outside smoking a cigarette, he smoking, she didn't smoke. But, we be outside just talking. Next day, mind you, it's like summertime, so it's like real chill that nighttime. You hear the crickets and the whatever else, the insects or whatever. It was cool. My mother had like a porch thing anyway. But anyways, we went to her garage, not garage, but like her driveway. So I remember we out, me and my sister, her just say boyfriend at the time, we smoking. She smoking a cigarette. Me and him, we passing his joint back and forth. I didn't see him roll it. I didn't, I was just like, hey, is weed, whatever. I'll take a few puffs. Thank you very much, whatever. He didn't mind, I ain't put nothing in it. I mean, I didn't put nothing in, far as like paying for it because I ain't had no money, whatever. But, hey. But, anyways, getting back to the main thing, this was my birthday. It was either the day before my birthday night, or the day after my birthday. Nighttime outside, the clear skies, a couple of stars, or maybe a whole lot of stars. I don't know, but it was like a chilled night, okay? So we smoking. So my stomach started hurting, but my stomach was a bit hurting before I even got to smoking. But I was just like, let me go smoke first, and then go in the house, wash my hands, and go to the bathroom and do what I got to do. That was the plan, because I'm just like, let me smoke first, so get that out the way. So when I'm smoking with him, passing it back and forth, it was like chill, whatever, whatever. So, and I had on flip flops at the time. So, fine. It was summertime, August 3rd, around that day. So, finished with it. So, I don't know, I think I finished it or he finished it, but whatever. So, them two went in the house. I'm outside by myself. outside by myself, just chilling. So I think I wanted to smoke a cigarette. Yeah, a cigarette after I finished smoking. Yeah, because he told me I could have the rest of it, and it was like a little couple of puffs left. So I'm smoking it, and I was planning on smoking the cigarette after that, the Newport after that, before I go in the house. Because my stomach had to do its thing or whatever. So, finished smoking a J, and then so I was like, all right, let me light the cigarette up. The lighter somehow wasn't even working. I'm just like, oh, forget it. Let me just go in the house, because then my stomach started to like really bubble. At the time, I'm like, okay, let me just go in the house. I'll do what I gotta do in that bathroom, then come back out and then smoke the cigarette. No problem, cool, fine, whatever. Why I get to walking from the driveway to the pathway to go the lead to my mother's front door, and it's like a vestibule, like one of them covered things, like the path that you walk down and you like the front door, but before you get to the front door, it's like a section where you could put chairs and a grill. I mean, I can't even explain it. If you know, you know. So I kid you not. I'm coming from her driveway to go to the path, to walk to her front door, a couple of 100 feet away. You can see the door, it's like the door right there. Why? Why that sucker started getting longer and longer. That path. I kid you freaking not. I remember walking, taking a couple of steps, boom, boom, like a couple of steps to go towards the door, and that door just got further away. It was just like, like the door, and that's how that movie was. Poltergeist, the scene where the mother was running towards the front door, like to go to the bedroom because her daughter was screaming or whatever, whatever. And the mother was running in the house to go down the hall to the bedroom. But the hallway was just getting longer and longer and longer. Like she could not reach that door. I kid you effing not. That's what happened to me. I'm like, my mother door is getting further and further away. Like literally long, okay? I'm outside. It's dark time. I'm outside by my freaking self. The I told myself, ain't no way I'm gonna make it. And I started getting a little lightheaded. I said, ain't no way I'm gonna make it. I remember saying that. I said, ain't no way I'm gonna make it to that door. So I turned around and it was like grass. She got grass in front of her house. Why I don't know, did I pass out or did I like slowly just lay down? I felt like I just slowly laid down because I remember taking my sandals off, like just kicking my flip flops off or whatever. And I laid down on that grass. And it was like raining the night before or a couple of days before, so the grass wasn't really dry, but I didn't get wet. It was like I was shielded from the wetness. So I looked down at that ground. Yeah, I think I purposely laid myself down or passed, just know I was on that ground. I on that ground and I'm like out of it. And I remember having that ground feel so freaking comfortable. It was like, and I looked down at the grass. I ain't gonna say the ground, it was grass, her front yard. Looked down at the grass. Once I said to myself, I ain't gonna make it to that door. Like I ain't gonna make it. Like I'm. I was like, I ain't even gonna make it. I remember saying that. So I turned around, looked at the grass, and was like, I'ma just lay here. Like, and I laid down on that grass, and it was so freaking comfortable. So freaking comfortable. And I don't even know how long I was out there for. I don't even know how long. And I remember taking my glasses off, unless somebody took my glasses off. Like, I don't know. I didn't see anybody, but who knows? Could have been a supernatural. Could have been, hey, anything is possible. But my glasses was off. My face, like I said, my sandals was off gently. I'm like, did I take that stuff off myself, or did others took it off for me? And mind you, this was around my birthday, if not my birthday exactly at nighttime. Again, I don't know how long I was laying out in that grass. I don't know how long, but I know I had woke up. It was still dark outside. I woke up, I look, move my head left to right, because I'm like, how in the world, what? Like, I knew I was on the ground in the grass, but I'm like, what grass am I laying on? I moved my head left to right to see, okay, where I'm at, and I'm like, all right, that's my mother's house. Look the other way, okay, that's the neighbors across the way, across the street. Look at my mother's house again. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, I'm over my mom's house. But I'm like, how in the world did I get why am I laying on this grass? Like, what in the heck? How long have I been out here? Like, what time is it? So then I got up. I'm just like, what the heck? I left my glasses. I knew my glasses was in the grounds, was in the grass somewhere, but I got up and my glasses stayed outside till the next morning. I went inside the house. I went to the bathroom, washed my hands or whatever. Mind you, I'm dry. I'm not wet or anything. Like I don't got no damp spots on my clothes or nothing. Came back downstairs and I was like, y'all ain't know I was outside. They was like, yeah, you was outside for a minute. I was like, and I was telling my sisters and then what happened. I was like, I was on that ground, and I was like, what do you mean you were on the ground? Like, what? I said, I think I passed out or whatever. So I asked the dude, I said, what did you put in that? He was like, what did he say? It was something other than weed. It was dro. I think he said it was dro. I think that's what he said. But again, if I see him smoking it first, I'm just like, I know it's cool. Like, I'm not going to smoke somebody else stuff first. Like, he smoking it, his own stuff. So I'm like, all right, gotta be cool. And plus, I wasn't thinking like, oh, something going to have me pass out. Like, no. But man, I was telling my sister about it. So I was like, I don't even know how long I was out there. There was just like, So I said, my glass is still outside. I'll get them tomorrow morning, whatever. Well, I laid down on that couch in the living room. I was still up, but I wasn't up. I looked up at the ceiling, my mother living room. I'm laying on her couch. I looked up on the ceiling, and I kid you not, it was like screenplays playing, like, like like I'm rolling my hand, like say you seen them old time movies, or you got like a projection stream, but you rolling it. It's not one of them hit a button and then like the PowerPoint come up. No, you really rolling it, like you somebody's like and it's like one of the movies that got no sound on it. So it's like you got to keep rolling for it to move. A projection, is that a word? A projection string? Back in the day, again, when you gotta roll it, constantly roll it so the movie can keep going. Like that's what it was that I seen. And I seen like I'm trying to remember it what I seen now. But I know I seen a whole lot of things play out while as I'm looking at the ceiling. I'm like, oh my goodness, do y'all seeing this? I mean, I wasn't even asking them, but I was just laying there like looking at like a whole freaking movie. A whole freaking movie. I'm like, got my head. Man, it was interesting. So of course went to sleep. Then the next day went outside, got my glasses. But that was weird. So yeah, the movie Poltergeist came out in 1982. That incident when she was running down the hallway and that door got longer, that hallway got longer. Same thing happened to me on my birthday. I was outside. My mother door got long as I don't know what, and I end up just laying on the grass. Um, don't know for how long. Don't know for how long, around my birthday. And then I was saying that to say this. Oh goodness, let me get off of here. Almost freaking an hour. And I was getting to the point about the teenage witch. Her powers enhanced, or when she went to the little old lady, that's how I got on the Poltergeist. Because the same little old lady played in Teen Witch is the same little old lady who played in Poltergeist, 1982 movie, the year I was born. So the girl, the teenage where she had the necklace, she went back to the tarot person, to the lady, because she became friends with the little old lady, and the little old lady was like, yeah, that's your old necklace, your old pendulum, or whatever that you had in your past life. So she was like, what? This was mine. So the lady pulled out a book, showed a picture of her. She was like, yeah, this is your last reincarnation that she was in. And then the picture had that same necklace. So the girl was like, how is that possible? And then the little lady, she was like, well, your possessions will always find its way back to you. Like that's yours. Like that's yours. So I was like, wow. Anthem performance last night and is checking into rehab. Ingrid Andress said she was drunk during the. Oh, what in the world? Like that's the only thing that I heard somebody screaming. This girl was drunk singing the national anthem. Wow, that's I gotta look into that because all this stuff is coded. All this stuff is coded. But let me get off because I ain't even was trying to make this video this long. But what am I about to say? Um, Teenage Witch, yeah, she got her powers around her birthday. August 4th, something is happening August 4th, Eastern Standard Time at 11:59 p.m. My birthday is August 3rd. I don't know if that's going to be cutoff time. Well, yeah, cutoff. The gates will be closing. So I'm like, if you know, you know. If you rocking with me, you rocking with me. If you ain't, you ain't. Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. For real. Keep that same energy. Media is in my name. Media. Media. Meta, however you want to pronounce it. Meta, meta, like metaverse. Oh, and also on my Instagram page, speaking of Meta, Meta, which is a word in my name, years ago I did the blue infinity sign because I'm associated with the figure eights and infinity. I did the blue infinity sign years ago, okay, on Instagram. So years later, guess who used that same symbol? Guess who used that same infinity blue symbol? Meta. And I'm like, that looks familiar. When I seen that they changed, I'm like, that looks familiar. And I'm like, oh, I did that post like 3 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. Like, wow, that same thing. But anyways, I know it's just a coincidence, right? Oh, Demetra, you, yeah, I know I sound a little weird for just speaking facts, showing facts. But yeah, yeah, so I'm gonna talk about tarot during my next video, during my next live. Again, keep that same energy basically with anybody. Once the gates is closed, media, I'm out there and I'm just like, yeah, and people know about me, especially the ones that I have contacted who I'm like, hey, just listen, just have a listen, have an open mind. And if you like, no, I don't want to have no open mind and this and that, oh, okay. Okay, but for the people who don't even haven't even heard of me yet or don't even know about me yet, like y'all okay. I'm really speaking to the people that I done reached out to or people that know me. It's like I can't get no support, I can't get no love. All right, keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. But all right, so I know I want to say some more, but I'll just save it for next time. All right, talk to you guys later.